As our department reported yesterday, we are currently investigating a homicide and stabbing with multiple victims which occurred on Monday, yesterday, March 12th, 2018, at approximately 5:56 a.m. The initial responding officers immediately entered the home and cleared it and contained the suspect who had barricaded himself in a bedroom. The Palm Beach Gardens SWAT team responded and was able to subsequently take the suspect into custody. At this time, I can announce that we have arrested Corey Johnson, white male. His date of birth is June 27th, 2000, which the photo is up here. We've charged him with first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. We have then filed a probable cause affidavit stating that on the morning of March 12, 2018, Corey Johnson, while sleeping over as a guest at the residence of Elaine Simon, 334 Sunset Bay Lane, violently attacked Ms. Simon and 2 juveniles that were in the home with a knife. As we stated previously, this was not a random act of violence. All persons involved in this incident knew each other. In the home at the time of the attack was Elaine Simon, Corey Johnson, the suspect, 17 years old, Kyle Bancroft, 15 years old, Dane Bancroft, 13 years old, and Giovanni Brand, 13 years old. On Sunday, March 11th, Corey Johnson and Giovanni Brand were overnight guests in the home. Ms. Simon has stated that she awoke to a commotion upstairs and upon going to check on the boys was met at the stairs by Johnson, who stabbed her multiple times. At that time, Dane ran toward Johnson to protect his mother, and Johnson began to stab Dane. The 2 were able to escape the home and ran to a neighbor who called 911. Responding officers later found Giovanni Brand in an upstairs bedroom with multiple stab wounds and a throat laceration. Giovanni was pronounced dead at the scene. Ms. Simon's oldest son, Kyle, was unharmed during the incident. Ms. Simon and her youngest son, Dane, continued to be under medical care at St. Mary's Medical Center, and medical officials have confirmed that Ms. Simon was stabbed approximately 12 times and Dane was stabbed approximately 32 times. Corey Johnson has confessed his actions to our investigators, stating that he stabbed the victims because of his religious beliefs. The probable cause affidavit prepared by investigators details Johnson's statements following his arrest and those of others involved in this incident. Johnson is currently being held at the Palm Beach County Juvenile Detention Center as he awaits arraignment. What we have learned since yesterday is that Corey Johnson was a student at Dwyer High School and was recently withdrawn. As part of our ongoing intelligence sharing in the North County, we received information for situational awareness last year about Johnson. He's a Jupiter resident, and the information we received urged officers to use caution if contact was made. This information was received from the Jupiter Police Department, who was involved in a joint investigation that included the FBI and the school district police. It was concerning Johnson's alleged violent tendencies. Our understanding is that he had converted to Islam and had been watching violent videos online. Our only contact with the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department with Johnson prior to yesterday was on February 28th of 2018, along with 4 other juveniles who were stopped by one of our officers at 3 a.m. on Holly Drive, just east of Military Trail, at which time they were released to their individual parents. At that time, Johnson was in the company of Kyle and Dane Bancroft. We've been in contact with the FBI, who have responded and have an ongoing investigation. We just want to point out the fact that we are in the early stages of this investigation and will continue to release information as it becomes available. The City of Palm Beach Gardens offers our sincere condolences to the family of Giovanni Brand. This is a tragic incident, and their family is going through a very difficult time now, and our hearts go out to them. We are going to provide packages for everybody here that includes a copy of the arrest affidavit and also a copy, a CD involves the 9/11, the initial 9/11 call to our station, which we'll have copies and pass out to you. We do, remember this is an ongoing investigation. It's early on. We're still uncovering a lot of information as we proceed, but we will take a few questions at this time.
Chief, leading up to this stabbing, was there a conversation that led to perhaps an argument about religion?
It did not, we don't have that information. It didn't, right before the stabbing, it doesn't seem like there was any conversations with anybody in the house.
Chief, was there any mention of any connection to ISIS?
Not during what we've uncovered, but we understand that he has been watching violent videos which may have some link to ISIS.
So is there any reason to believe this was planned by him this night?
There's nothing that we have that says that it was planned, other than statements that he gave to us of his actions then.
Can you say what the, I guess, relationships are between the teams? Are they all friends? Do they go to the same school? Or?
They are friends. Jen, I don't know if they go to the same school?
The 13-year-old boys did.
Yeah, the two 13-year-old, the younger boys did go to the same school. The older boy and the suspect were friends. They've been friends for, I believe, many years.
So the oldest, Kyle, is friends with Corey, or was friends with Corey, the oldest?
Yep, yep.
15-year-old, okay. And you said the youngest, so Dane and Giovanni are 13?
Yes.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Any communication you've had with the parents of the suspect? Does he reside with his parents in Jupiter? Or?
He resides with his mother and I believe her boyfriend. The father is deceased. And we have been in contact with the mother.
And the, I'm sorry, the weapon, I don't know if you mentioned it was a knife?
Correct. Correct.
Can you say around what time frame the victims say this happened, when they woke up?
According to the information we have, is just prior to 6 a.m.
Was it his own knife, or was it one that he borrowed from the kitchen?
It was his own knife.
Could you tell us about the SWAT interaction and eventually apprehending them? What was that like, and how did that go down?
The SWAT team, we introduced tear gas into the room, at which point the suspect surrendered at some point.
Was there anything that he said on the way out or during this arrest?
I don't have that information. It's still part of the investigation.
And I know you can't go into details about the FBI involvement, but how soon did the FBI become involved in the investigation?
They responded here to our station yesterday.
After the suspect was detained?
Correct.
Had the FBI been looking at him prior to this incident?
Well, the information that we receive is yes, they have. I mean, the information we received back in March of last year from a flyer indicated that those agencies were aware of this person and were putting out that intelligence bulletin to other agencies.
Has your agency had any prior dealings with him?
No, we have not. Other than what I discussed, no. Okay. Have any other questions?
Any other questions?
Great. Thank you very much for coming. Again, we'll pass out copies of the arrest affidavit and the 9/11 calls for you. And feel free if you need to take any footage or pictures of the suspect in this case. Thank you very much for coming. I know it's short notice, but we appreciate you.
All right, folks, here's the packet.